begin commentary.
Well, this is a commentary about a little movie called Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
It stars Will Ferrell and Jon Brion, and we're gonna talk a little about it now.
The director is one Adam McKay. He's kind of a big guy. He likes to say big words and then he suddenly gets shy.
Indubitably. Welcome to the commentary for Step Brothers. I am Adam McKay, co-writer-director.
I'm Will Ferrell, co-writer, actor.
I am Jon Brion, co-conspirator.
Nice. Joining us today is, scoring the commentary, is Jon Brion.
Little solo moment there.
He also scored the movie. We will be doing today's commentary as a musical.
Which I don't think has ever been done before.
Actually, I think they did it on Another Stakeout and Apocalypse Now. I think both those are musical commentaries.
I don't know.
This is the part where we'll eat some nachos, Mom going to work, so we puts on some TV.
Some TV.
Daddy, so he can put his hand down his pants.
And pleasure himself.
Richard Jenkins on the scene, gonna say goodbye to me. That's
John's
me,
dad.
Jon Brion, as the Dale
John's
character.
I remember when we shot this scene, we were on a soundstage. This is
A beautiful tracking shot by Oliver Wood.
Who was our DP? He shot the Born Supremacy films.
And is
And number of
British.
others.
There's Mary Steenburgen, she is lovely and rather foul-mouthed and drinks and smokes and is a rough kind of lady.
And wears leather pants for no reason.
Richard Jenkins.
They are about to make love.
Richard Jenkins.
Hot, passionate love.
We locked down the set for this scene.
Except for two small Korean boys that were allowed to watch. Because in their culture it's acceptable to watch adults make love on a movie set.
It's
There was
even
no-
encouraged.
Actual penetration
Occurred.
But we simulated it using prosthetics, we don't know why. Now, on to the wedding scene.
Get a room, Dad.
This is the wedding scene.
As you all know, my younger
Lots of extras trying to act real fancy. Maybe get some screen time. Maybe fun expressions.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at him.
Don't look in the camera or you'll ruin the shot.
Will was very angry that his mom was getting married.
And I didn't want salmon for my entree.
Salmon for his entree.
Salmon for my entree.
We decided to shoot the driving scene screen. That allowed the actors to improvise a lot. And with the technology, you can barely tell. I hope so, at least.
Some of the shots still look kind of bad.
I have to admit they do.
Some of the shots still look kind of bad.
Some of those shots kind of look still bad. And here's Richard Jenkins and Reilly.
When we shot the scene, we discovered that we had met 40 years or so ago. Richard Jenkins knew my actual father when I was 4 years old. He worked for him in Chicago. Holy shit, can you believe?
It's a small world.
It's a small
It's a small world. It's a small world.
And that's a true story.
It's a small world.
True story.
A very small world.
A tiny world.
Tiny world. We're all insignificant when
A
you think about it.
claustrophobic world.
Now I know I love Ted Danson and respect him as a man. But can I just say that if Mary looked at me twice, I'd jump in the sack in a second?
In a second.
We all agree with that.
All agree with that. She is very
attractive.
beautiful, and she is quite funny and delightful.
Richard gets mad at you.
Richard gets mad at you. This is the end of the credits sequence. And that was the end of the credit sequence, which John, of course, scoring the commentary, played over his own beautiful score there, which was very nice.
Thank God.
And John's being self-deprecating, but it's actually a gorgeous score. John, by the way, feel free to jump in with us and sing as we...
This is the way I feel like jumping in.
I like it. I like
Oh.
That's Wayne Fetterman. He's a comic.
That's a German Shepherd, whose real name is Bullet.
This was not planned, with the dog jumping on him, but we left it in.
Left it in.
Left it in.
When you're watching the movie, do you think it's funny? Have you got into the characters yet? Are they gonna make you laugh?
Who knows?
Some people don't find it that funny. Some people say, why did I give my money? Some people think it's a little crass. Well, you know what? You could kiss my beep.
Ass.
And this was our opening, where they first met, leading into the title credit. Can you dig it? Can you get down with it?
Two men who are friends in actual life are meeting as characters on the screen. Huh.
One wears a Yoda shirt, the other wears a Pablo Cruz shirt.
Awkward.
Awkward moment. Totally awkward.
And also, I should add that Pablo Cruz saw this commercial. They saw the TV ad, and they said, we'd like to play at your premiere. We gave a sneer, and then we said, wait a minute, that's cool. We got took to school by Pablo Cruz.
I wonder if Brad Pitt enjoys doing commentary because he gets to look at himself. Unlike me, because I look at myself and think of Shrek. Shrek, 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 oh shit, Shrek, Shrek. Oh shit, hate looking at myself. Hate looking at myself. Hate looking at myself. Hate looking at myself.
On the other hand, we enjoy looking at the fine Miss Mary Steenburgen. Richard Jenkins is the secret weapon. Few people don't know that he's that great. We got to use him. There's no hate, there's nothing but love for my man Richard. He's from Rhode Island, always smiling, loving doing the role, can improvise, can roll. Richard Jenkins! I saw him in I Heart Huckabees. I said I like him. I'd like to be with him in a movie. And then he turned out to be even better than we thought.
Oh!
Although he has a crystal meth addiction.
Kobe,
This is a scene.
that's how my ass tastes. Kobe, that's how my ass tastes.
This is a scene about fancy sauce. It's ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together.
Not that
That's
fancy,
not
but it's fancy
You
sauce.
can do for your country. Ask not. We
This
probably
is
shot
called
this
fancy
scene.
sauce.
We probably shot this scene for like 10 hours. Because we improvised so much, the actors got tired. They started looking at me like, what the fuck, McKay? This is too much. We get it. It's a dinner scene. I said, don't be so mean. Sometimes Reilly and Ferrell would show up on the set and they'd be like, yo, Bet, why do we have to improvise every single scene we do? I said, because that's the way we do the do.
Sasha plays with Rico. Rico plays with Kim. Will eats chicken nuggets. Mary is happy again.
One of the problems with dinner scenes is you forget that you probably shouldn't eat every take. But then you keep eating salty chicken McNuggets and it fills your belly
With salt.
with
and
salt
fat,
and fat
chicken,
and
breading.
chicken and breading. Oh yeah.
Don't eat nuggets off camera. Don't eat nuggets off camera. Because then you will be extra full when it comes to your front shot.
Oh, your front shot.
I remember I asked John after the scene, do you not eat for a day so you can stay so lean? He said, no, McKay, I had a giant meal right before we shot it. I said, why would you do that? He said, I'm not always in control of my actions.
Or impulses.
Or impulses.
My tongue felt like kimchi when I ate all that fucking salt. It was so pickled I couldn't believe it. I had to drink water for 3 days afterwards. A purge, so I could get the nuggets out of my colon. My colon, my entire colon was filled with nuggets. Chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. You think the food looks good and tasty.
I have to take high blood pressure medication
He has to take
because of this scene. I ingested so much salt into my bloodstream that I have cholesterol of 320.
320.
280 LDL, 340 HDL, 280 LDL, 500 HDL.
Way too much improv on the scene. I think we shot literally 12 hours of footage. This
Good
movie we
use
shot
3/4 of it.
Million and a half feet, more than Apocalypse Now.
More than the greatest movies of all time.
And I'm not exaggerating.
No. But Robert Duvall isn't even funny in it.
No.
Funny in
Pulls
it.
no laughs. He only tested 55 for likability.
Quick trivia fact. Which two actors have been in movies with Bobby Duvall?
Bobby Duvall. Which
John
two actors?
C. Reilly.
Will Ferrell.
He is a salty man, but
Salty.
he is very talented. He's very talented.
Very salty.
He
But
plays for
talented.
keeps. He's a great Santini.
He
For
plays
real.
for keeps.
For real. For real. He's a great
for keeps.
Santini.
He plays for keeps.
The Great Santini.
This is the part when I show Will my drums. It's a very important part.
Moment.
It sets up the stakes for a
Moment.
fighter later in the movie.
I want those drums so badly. I can taste it. I want to
those drums
just.
so bad.
I
He
just
can
want to taste
it.
those drums.
He wants those drums so bad. He can taste it. He wants those drums so bad. Don't you know the man can taste it?
I want to taste it with fancy sauce.
In between takes, we would go and play those drums. And the hard-working crew would be like, fucking stop it, you're not that good. But we would keep playing, cause I can keep a 4/4 beat, and that's it.
All right. We're settling into a scene in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But you know that.
You could see it. This is Mary and Richard, and once again, I should point out, hours of improv here. Each of them improvised complete different backstories for
Whoa.
Dale and Brennan.
Just out of curiosity, what were you thinking?
Yeah, what?
I,
You just get so excited because you
Because
have
we'll do
people
whatever
who
you
could
say.
do it.
But what
Yeah.
were you thinking?
I was thinking, oh my God, we shot Talladega Nights. 30% of that movie is car crashes. In this movie, every scene is a talking scene where people are
So-
hanging out. Let's go to frickin' town. And I abused you guys.
You're like an addict.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I fed you guys gunpowder, and I took the riding crop to your back end, and I killed you in the home stretch. You're no longer useful for any other movies.
I never. We're like Big Brown on the. That should be
we
put
are.
down at the end of this movie.
They brought out the black shield, and a guy came out with a tasteful little pistol and gave you a kiss on your neck, and you guys are done. I was like Billy Martin in the 70s, over-pitching his staff for the A's.
Will, you did say a couple times, like, yeah, you know, just going to be about 2 minutes worth of stuff.
We got a lot of movie here.
A lot of movie.
Yeah.
This is not going to be easy to cut together.
We shot this scene, the flashback.
That was a whole day.
Was a whole day.
Right.
And what do you got here, about 15 seconds?
I'm sad I missed this day because of those two girls.
Those were girls, I think a couple of those girls were in High School the Musical, and we had a real fine line between being lecherous 40-year-old guys going, ooh, and then realizing maybe some of them are under 18. And we all had to go and put holy water on our heads and ask for forgiveness.
No. But those two girls who were right next to him were not under 18.
I think they might have hovered around that age.
Oh,
so
dear.
you're now part of our sinful cabal, which is great.
That was also the day where the choreographer had a very controversial, or not controversial, but very intricate dance worked out for me.
Yes, way too
Which I
intricate.
immediately killed on the spot and just said, I'll just do this with my hands.
After
And much to the despair of the choreographer.
after weeks of working, the choreographer's dreams were dashed.
Just a lonely choreographer moved to the big city from the Midwest with a dream.
He worked his way up from being a dancer to getting the occasional video shoot gig. Then came a call from Adam McKay.
Hey, we've got a big shoot we're doing, and we need someone to come and design some great dance moves for the big Hollywood movie star, Will Ferrell.
How long do I have to work on it?
You've got 2 full weeks, so go to town, my friend.
All right, how complicated can it be for Will?
As complicated as you'd like it to be. There's no race cars in this movie, so
This is it.
we're gonna push everything to the 9s.
This is my big chance.
It's his big chance. He's gonna make it happen. Big chance.
Step ball change.
He's
Turn.
gonna make
Smile.
it happen.
Cross.
It's his
Cross.
big chance.
Turn the hands. Grab the
Gonna
partner.
make
Spin.
it happen.
And smile.
And
Pas de
the day
bourrée. Pas de bourrée.
of the shoot
Lunge.
comes along, and Will Ferrell walks in.
Hi, I'm Will Ferrell. What's your name?
Hi, Randy.
Hi, Randy. What are we doing here?
I've been working on this for about 2 weeks. I'm just going to run you through it real quick. It's just, do you know what a pas de bourrée is?
You know what? I'll never get this in time for the amount of time we have to rehearse. So I'll just stand around and have everyone dance around me. Nice work, though. Bye-bye. See you on the set.
Don't you know his dream was shattered?
When I love Will Ferrell, would he do that to me? Doesn't he know I worked it out? I studied his movements from other movies to see what would be the best dance steps for him. Why, Will? Now I hate Will Ferrell.
Take the hose and put it through the car window.
I feel the resentment of the other dancers as they stare at me. I'm the one who doesn't want to do their silly moves.
But for them it's not silly, it's their life.
It's their life.
It's their life.
It's their life. It's their life.
Dance is my life.
Dancer.
This is the drum set fight, which, once again, I think we shot probably 70% more footage than we needed for it.
This, based on a real
Part
part of my life.
Yep.
That one of my brothers had a drum set and
He was
refused
sensitive
to let
about
anyone touch
right,
it.
right. And
Still haven't talked to him about it, by the way. He
he doesn't quite know it's
doesn't
going to be
No, doesn't
gonna be on-
know.
3,000 screens.
Yeah, I better make that call before the movie comes out.
Thanks, John. Thanks a lot.
It wouldn't be so bad, but except for the fact that he still has a drum set in his basement at his house now.
Is he
as a
still
grown man.
touchy about someone messing with it?
I gotta think so.
Maybe this will exercise this for him. Maybe it'll allow him to remove that Shempa and go into more of a
Shempa?
bodhisattva kind of flow.
What's a Chempa?
Shempa is the fourth stooge.
Shempa is the fourth stooge for which the Buddhists named over-attachment to materialism after. And
But
Shempa,
it was always pronounced just Shemp.
Yeah.
But no, it's Shemp.
But in
full-
Tibetan, it's Shempa.
It's Shempa.
Shemp was a Tibetan monk who decided to bring laughter to America.
$10,000 of prosthetic
Whoa,
testicles
look
right
out.
there.
This is
We gotta
prosthetic.
talk about
That's
this.
10 grand.
I think we should sing about it. $20,000.
Is it was it 20?
$25,000 actually.
With actual human hair.
$25,000.
That's what it takes to make some balls.
That's what it takes to make some balls.
Do you have the balls to make some balls?
Do you have the balls to make some balls? Balls.
25K, 25 large.
They saw us coming down at the prosthetic shop. They got lots of cash. Let's milk the ball price. Let's jack it up. Let's jack it up. Usually it's
Jack it
$5,000. What do you think we can get from
We
these
can make
fools?
these for $100.
Jack it up, jack it up, jack it up. Jack it up, jack it up, jack it up.
We've made of lots of things here in our shop. We've made masks and prosthetic limbs. We've never made a set of prosthetic balls. How we gonna do it?
Let's jack it up. Jack
Jim
it up,
Carrey.
jack it up.
Jim Carrey.
Jack
Jim
it up,
Carrey
jack
was
it
the
up.
Grinch. It cost about 15 grand to cover him in yak hair.
We're gonna stick it to Sony.
Man alone in a lab for weeks on end, making Will Ferrell's balls.
I want my money.
I want my money.
I'm tired of making these balls for nothing.
Hello, honey. I can't make it for the birth of our child, 'cause I gotta make these balls.
The nuts themselves don't feel realistic. We've got to go back to the drawing board.
Get back into the lab. Son, I know it's your bar mitzvah tomorrow, but I gotta make me some balls.
Gotta make me some balls.
And make sure they're perfect. Perfect in weight, perfect in texture, perfect in size, perfect in feel.
We had a dinner party at Will's house, talked about the prosthetic balls.
This is a true story.
Will went and got the balls and passed them around the table.
Some people laughed and some people left the party for the rest of the night.
All of the women were talking if it felt real. They didn't realize what they were saying. Way too knowledgeable about the texture of balls. Way too many reference points.
To weight and feel of testicles.
Of testicles.
$25,000.
Testicles.
$25,000.
For a nutsack.
Working hard in the lab.
Blowing off family events to make testicles.
Missed the birth of my second child.
Just to make Will's testicles.
Should we use a lychee? Should we use a water chestnut? Should we use silicone? Should we use a ping pong ball? Should we use a walnut? What the hell we gonna use? Mentos are too small. Ah!
Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Sleepless nights, tossing and turning in my bed. Gotta wake up and take some notes down. Go back to the lab. It's 3 in the morning. The night watchman says, "What are you doing here, Paul? It's late." He goes, "Let me guess, You're working on those balls, yes I am.
I can't get the goose flesh right. I can't get the goose flesh right.
Can't get the goose flesh right.
Lychee nut, walnut, ping pong ball.
Water chestnut.
$25,000. $25,000.
Was it worth
Not at all. Could have been half as good. Easily. I'm sorry, son. I still love you, though. Daddy will be there next time.
it? That's a powerful song, because that really, I mean, that pretty much explains what that guy went through to make those prosthetic balls.
Cut and print.
Yeah.
And send a CD copy to Matthew Mongol, who was the guy who actually made the balls.
This is the post-sleepwalking scene right here. One of our favorite ideas for the movie, actually, was Will and John both co-sleepwalking.
Mm-hmm.
And sleep eating.
Did you guys actually eat food when you were doing the sleepwalking?
I did get coffee grounds in my mouth. You actually ingested a lot of fluids.
Yeah,
Apple juice,
I had to
milk.
be careful
Yeah.
for the coughing, for the choking. I tried to just...
But I know we wrecked
out as
that
much
kitchen
as I
set every time.
Every single time, and John was not supposed to throw glasses at the windows, and I encouraged him to do so off camera, and our prop people and production designer were not happy, because we literally broke stuff. It wasn't breakaway glass.
Shit. What's your problem?
My little brother's even a bigger asshole than you are.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was.
Now, this is Adam Scott and Catherine Hahn and their two lovely children.
with the scene that could quite possibly steal the movie,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
One of my
Great
favorite
scene.
scenes. We tried to think of a way to show very quickly that his brother was a dick, and we thought him being a taskmaster with his family singing a cappella was the way to go.
And the cell phone in the ear doesn't hurt matters.
Doesn't hurt
Never
one
hurts.
bit. Yeah.
Never hurts.
It's catfish.
Catfish
Look,
on.
Catfish on.
I forget.
It's Lurie and Elizabeth.
Yes.
Thank you. And I wasn't even prompted on that one.
It's Laurie and Elizabeth, and Laurie has a fantastic voice.
Insanely good, and so does Elizabeth. They're both crazily talented children and really sweet kids.
Really nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? We should point that out
Yeah.
because, you know, even though they portray monsters on screen.
They do, and
They're
a lot of
very
people
nice.
think, oh, Hollywood kids, they're awful. These are really
Some
good kids.
Hollywood kids are awful.
Yeah.
I've run into a lot of awful Hollywood
You want to
children.
name some and give out their
Sure.
home phone numbers?
Jim Tedley. He's 8. And,
He's a real little shit.
That's the only way I can describe it. Real little shit. John and I both worked with him independently. He bit me in the leg once.
Oh, my God.
And I had to backhand him in front of his parents.
Let's also mention Marcia Cullors,
Yes,
7 years
Marcia
old.
Cullors, 7 years old. Just a
fucking
real
bitch.
A
fucking
real bitch.
Real
Yeah.
A
fucking
little
bitch.
bitch. A little bitch.
Yeah.
Never slapped a child on the face before, but open-handed, big red handprint on her cheek when I was done with her.
When you were done with her.
No, I mean after I hit her.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing weird. Just after I slapped her and told her she was a little shit. Another dinner scene right here. Maybe about 7 hours of footage on this. And this is where Dale discovers that his father desperately wants to love a successful son rather than him. And once again, a lot of food being eaten because it's tough. It's tough when you're an actor and you're shooting a scene and you have to eat food. It's real tough. It's tough to be an actor and shoot a scene with food. It's tough to be an actor and try not to be rude by doing a fake thing and not eating.
Soldiers in Iraq.
It's tough to be an actor and have to do the same lines over and over again.
Political prisoners in Burma.
It's real hard to be on camera and act natural for long stretches.
Oil derrick firefighters.
It's the most difficult thing in the world to have to work 14 hours a day doing funny scenes.
Crisis in Darfur.
It's so hard on Hollywood actors.
UN Secretary. UN Secretary Boutros Boutros-Ghali.
It's so hard, but no one ever cries for the Hollywood actors as they make their money and they work so hard.
Collapse of the World Bank.
No
Cancer.
one ever sheds a tear
Diabetes.
for the George Clooney's of the world. No one ever sheds a tear
Illiteracy in Appalachia.
for Angela Jolie.
The disease where you grow old, but
when they
your
call
body is too
her
young.
to set, and then she has to wait an hour.
Propecia.
No, when you're a little kid and you
progeria.
look like an old man. Progeria.
No one ever
Propecia. That's also
cries for the actors. For the actors. What about the actors? Why is it you never see Amnesty International
Melting ice caps.
release a report about how ADs yell at actors too much? Except our ID, Matt Rebenkoff, who's fantastic. That wasn't directed at you. What about the actors?
That's called What About the Actors?
Yeah.
Yep. Think about it, folks. It's worth a lot of money.
This is a scene you guys were holding a Popular Pornographic Magazine. And then we later found out we didn't have clearance for Popular Pornographic Magazine, which we didn't have the rights for. So we had to spend large sums of money to redigitize. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on the commentary, but I just did.
You just did.
Somebody-
Nope. Oh, not allowed to.
Not allowed to
Okay.
say it. Let me
There we
back
go.
up and give you an alt. All right, so here's a plug-in real quick. This is looping on the fly while we're doing it. Popular Pornographic Magazine. Popular Pornographic Magazine, which we didn't have the rights for.
That works.
All right, so you can actually take that, put it in to plug it in, and then let the part play where I just did this, so there's no time issues. You can dupe it.
2004. Check these out. See these? See these boys? This is what I live with. Every day I lather this up with Kiehl's in the shower. You want to touch this shit? No. You want to touch these bad boys? Sorry, not gonna happen.
Is there something you want?
Look, I promised Mom I'd offer you a job. I told her it'd count as her Christmas present, so...
No, I'm never gonna work for you. Fine, I don't care. Truth is,
We shot this scene, actually, what were we going to say, Will?
feeling a little spacey.
No, I just remember
What's up with you, man?
at this point
What you looking at, Kimasabi?
where John punches Adam.
Right now.
The fall looks incredibly real because it's totally real.
Because it is
my
real.
Because it's real. And I just remember you
You guys both
saying to the stuntman,
hit me in the face.
but they do it all the time. You're all right, right? You're like, no, that hurt. That hurt like hell.
I thought for sure they had a pad laid. The entire time, I thought this is
There
a
it is.
pad.
Wow.
That's not
Yeah.
a pad.
Yeah,
that's a
that's not a
guy
pad. That's-
dropping 10 feet onto his back with no pad whatsoever.
Onto some
And
roots.
it's like, you're
Yeah.
all right, though, right? No, that hurt.
No, I just fell out of a fucking tree. And the sound, too, I think that's there. I think that's the
That's
real
the real sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me just cracking up at Will's improv when I said snap.
And Adam Scott had the best comment about stuntmen. He said, the only difference between stuntmen and us is they're not pussies.
My kids,
I'll check out that
stock you recommended,
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm Derek's wife. Hi. Is it true that you struck Derek in the face and he fell from the treehouse?
Yeah, he asked me to.
Oh, it's the most amazing thing I've ever heard. I want you to know that tonight I am going to pleasure myself to the image of you doing that to Derek. You know what I mean?
You know what would be nice right now is if we could have, I don't know, Baron Davis, all-star point guard now for the Los Angeles
I mean, that
Clippers.
would
join
be
us.
great. But that's
Can we work
impossible.
that out? Is that possible?
Josh Church, can you get on that real quick?
Can you
Call
see
the
if you can
Clippers.
figure that out? We're having associate producer Josh Church figure out if he can do this.
Josh,
What's in those
Josh
breakfast
Lop-
places?
Lobster Church.
Yeah, what's in your little breakfast thing?
I got a breakfast burrito, which is staring right at us. But
Starving, man.
I'm starving too.
Dive into it.
Let's hang out with Baron Davis, then we'll take a little breakfast break. Here he is.
Or do you want to take your breakfast break now and then hang out with Baron Davis?
Well, we already introed him. I think we
Baron
rolled him.
Davis.
There he is, Baron Davis. Yes!
How are you, sir? Jon Brion, our composer.
See, that's incredible. That's incredible.
Here, get on the mic, buddy.
Nice work,
On the
Josh.
mic.
Get on the mic.
Good get on that, Josh Church. That was some
That was
fast
great.
work.
That was fast work, Josh.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Is this your son?
Wow.
Hello, son.
Baron, do you have a nickname, or is your first name so cool that you don't need a nickname?
Man. Boom Dizzle.
Okay. Boom
Yeah.
Dizzle.
That's actually my second daughter's name.
Oh, that's
Second daughter's Boom Dizzle.
Yeah, Boom
Boom
Dizzle.
Dizzle
Gotta
McKay.
meet her one day. We'll love to meet her.
Now, Baron, you're a native Los Angelian, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you've just signed with the Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah. Give it up for the Clippers. I know y'all like, the Clippers.
They play at the Forum, right?
No, the sports arena.
Clippers are moving. They're moving back to the Forum.
I thought they're at
Clippers
the Reseda Armory, aren't they?
They're playing at the Santa Monica Airport in one of the hangars. It's gonna be kind of fun to watch them play.
You know the backcourt I want to see? I want to see you and Sean Livingston working in that backcourt together. I think Sean Livingston is finally, his time has come.
Yeah.
That guy can
he's gonna
pass,
be good.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good. 6'7" point guard.
But he's been hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He's hurt a lot.
But I think, he's a lot better. He's feeling a lot better.
Isn't he like 14? Didn't he come right out of middle school?
Almost. Close enough.
Just a quick lightning round of basketball questions for Baron, if possible.
Sure.
Scariest guy in the
Yeah,
Baron,
who's the scariest guy?
Scariest dude. Like you're going to play him, you're like, oh no.
He's going to find a way to hurt me.
I'm going to get hurt. He's going to score 30 points on me, or he's going to block my shot, or it's just not going to be a fun evening, and he's not going to be nice.
The scariest guy to play against would probably be Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, it seems
Really?
like it.
Yeah, he's pretty scary, man.
Just because of his size.
Yeah, and he takes up a lot of space.
How about scariest?
What about
scariest dude if you saw him in a nightclub? Like,
Yao Ming.
I'm with you on that.
Posing as a column or something.
Yao Ming seems like a gentle giant, though.
No, he's great. He's hilarious.
He
a
seems
great
like a
guy.
nice fellow.
Yeah.
He always walks around with children on his shoulders, right?
He does.
Who is the flat-out nastiest, like fastest dude in the NBA? Who's going to maybe? And you're really quick.
Chris Paul.
Oh, really? Crazy fast first step.
Yeah,
and-
like too fast.
Yeah, he looks awful.
Like you might as well just let him score and just get the ball and go back down.
Go back,
Wow.
That's how fast.
Coming
he is.
from you. That's a
How
compliment.
crazy does it get when between guys in terms of what you say to each other on the court? Like, do you deliberately say the craziest shit you can think of to mess with the mental game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know if like,
Really?
they, like
Absolutely.
You find out little facts about.
You know what? The best thing to do is encourage the guy and make
Really?
him feel like he's
that's funny.
on cloud nine.
Really?
Like, fuck, you got me, man. Damn.
Really?
And they love it. Yeah.
Great.
Like, shit, good one, man. Ain't no way I'm gonna be able to stop you tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
And
that's so
You
evil.
just reel him
And then
in.
it'd be that dude at the end of the game that's not supposed to take the last shot, but he's feeling so good.
that is funny, man. You ever compliment him on higher levels? Like, wow, man, you're just spiritually, you're really together, man. Like,
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one.
Yeah, really screw with him on a higher
Oh,
level.
your karma, your chi is great.
You must be very well adjusted and balanced.
Because remember, like in those soccer games where that one guy like said something about fucking a guy's sister or something.
He headbutted
like,
him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Zidane.
Zidane.
Zidane. Zidane?
I just
think
want
it's
because
Zidane.
it seems like there's an awful lot of f-bombs going on out there.
Oh, there's got to be.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna make a documentary where you can actually hear what's being said to each other on the court.
Be great
NBA
to,
would not want that to.
No, not at all.
It'd be great to do it like Godfather 2 and like point to the crowd and it's like some old relative of the players is out there they haven't seen in 20 years, you know? Like, remember Danny Martrix from 8th grade? Guess what? He's in the second row, motherfucker. Does that rattle your cage? And he remembers the time you pushed him down the stairs. Let's go.
So how's everything going, fellas?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're just.
Good.
How'd the movie go?
I gotta say, man, it's filthy dirty, it's idiotic, but I think it might be my favorite movie we've made.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since I've never seen it,
Do you want to do some commentary and just
Wanna do
talk
some
about what it was like to
yeah,
shoot this
just
scene?
kind of walk us backtrack.
Well, I think you can do it, even though you weren't there. Just imagine what it was like to be there.
How does it look to you?
It looks phenomenal. Look at that lady. She's awesome.
Yeah, man.
And you two
There's
look
agreement
like,
in the room.
You two look
We are
like
asking.
adult Cabbage Patch Kids. Sorry.
I think that's dead on.
No, that's pretty accurate.
In fact, can we change the name to Adult
Don't
Cabbage Patch
Cabbage
Kids?
Patch. I don't think it's too late.
Josh, get on the horn with Sony. Well,
But I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan. I can quote movies that you've made, and
we are
kind of grew up watching you, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that means two things. That's a nice compliment, and Will's that old.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But he's great.
I know. I got my 50th birthday just coming up. Right around the corner, 55. I'm actually turning 55.
Nice.
He's on his fourth marriage, turning
Fourth
55.
marriage. I'm feeling great. This marriage is gonna. This one's gonna stick. I feel it.
He's married to Debbie Allen.
Even though Debbie was, God, she was all over my ass this weekend. So,
by the way, I kind of hope Norm Nixon punches you. Be a great story. That's the bunk bed scene right there.
Did you have bunk beds growing up, Baron?
No, I slept on the floor in the living room.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't want you to feel bad for me.
No. It's actually
I
cool.
still do it now.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, but I wish I had a bunk bed.
I used to sleep on the floor in the living room in the summertime when it was hot.
Yeah.
Because my room was like almost like an attic.
I can fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
I pretty much
Standing
can
up.
too.
Yeah.
That must come in handy in the NBA.
Oh, it's lovely.
Have you ever taken a nap during an actual game while playing?
Halftime.
Really?
Yeah. Like, oh, my knee. Going back and just doze off, man. Just kind of close your eyes.
Now, what if you ate some weird food or something and you had the shits in the middle of the game?
Then you leave the bench and go take a shit.
Now, what if the coach is like, Baron, go? And
like,
you know,
Coach,
you got
no.
No way.
Coach, no. No way.
What if it's the playoffs and you got to go to Browntown?
Man, then you wear a diaper.
Have you ever
any players play with a diaper that you know of?
Charles Barkley.
I love it. It'll only say Charles, but you don't want to piss anyone off. Because I read an article that Tyson Chandler wears adult Depends.
Yeah.
During games.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm not making fun of him. He just has incontinence issues.
They make Depends for kids now?
I'm sure they make them with the, pads. They make the tights with the pads in them. I'm sure those are Depends.
By the way, I don't know Tyson Chandler. I have no idea. That's purely a joke, Tyson. We love you.
No, Tyson.
I know Tyson. He knows it's a joke.
He's a
gonna
defensive
hunt you down.
beast. He is a beast.
He's going to slap you.
Baron, have you ever taken a nap while playing? Like if you come through a pick and you get a second where you're kind of tied up, you ever doze off? Just for like 3 seconds, like, all right, I'm back.
No.
No?
Can you hear what the people in the crowd say?
All the time.
Yeah?
Really?
So that freaked me out when I did this baseball movie. You can hear everything they say. And you can tell who said it.
Are there some Are there like some
but everyone's
cities
got their game face like they pretend like, oh no, it's just the roar of the crowd. I can't tell, but
yeah, it's a guy in New Orleans, and he was giving me a hard time. Yeah, he damn near came on the court.
Wow.
He was like, "I hate you. You're a prima donna. You suck. Get out of town." After the game, he's like, "Oh, can my kids take a picture with you?" Of course, of course.
You just have to ignore that stuff, right?
No, you go right back at him.
Yeah, good.
All the time.
Good.
All the time. Do you heckle people when you go to games?
I used to a lot more than I do now.
Yeah.
I've never done that, no.
It's fun. You should try it.
I'm a weird.
I do it.
I'm a weird fan. I don't root for either team. I just like watching the game. I'm one of those annoying, kind of like I'm about the game. And meanwhile, like the person next to me screaming for them. And
I get the players' credit reports a lot of times, and I make fun of their financial decisions.
Me too.
Yeah, so
I've seen that.
Yeah.
nice mutual fund.
Are you sure about that investment?
Baron, has there ever been a move in a game where it's just flat out the nastiest move you've ever seen from someone else where you just had to is there one that sticks out in your mind, like the Vince Carter dunk on Frederick Weiss or something like that?
That was amazing. That was amazing. LeBron James jumped over, I think it was Damon Jones.
Ooh.
And I don't know. Now Damon Jones is his best friend.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how bad the dunk was. He dunked him so bad that now he's his best friend.
He broke him like a horse.
Yeah.
Like a wild stallion.
I still think that Frederick Weiss one is the greatest dunk in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, he jumped over a 7-footer.
Yeah, it was in the Olympics, but I think greatest.
Wait,
dunk.
you're not going to Beijing, are you?
No.
Are you kind of excited?
That you're not?
That you don't have to go to China?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get in trouble for it, but I wasn't invited, so I wouldn't have went anyway.
Yeah.
But I love Beijing. I want to go.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you all want to?
I'm down with the Chinese.
Okay.
What if we all declare?
I'm afraid of China, man.
What if we all declare?
China's gonna.
I'm afraid of the pollution.
They're
I'm afraid
gonna
of
take over everything.
Of the totalitarianism.
It's getting better. There's great people over there.
Yeah.
The people are good. The government,
What if
by the way, this is a scene where Dale couldn't control his
He looks
fart.
like a teenage Cabbage Patch.
Seth.
I tried to say something like 7 times because I'm such a basketball geek.
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
kept going.
Okay.
So people at home are like, well, God, what a nerd. But I was thinking if we all become like Kenyan citizens and become the Kenyan national basketball team, it could be the 4 of us could all go and play in the Olympics.
We could all go play in the Olympics.
We should. That would be that would be dope.
I gotta think Kenya's got some pretty talented guys already.
No.
I mean, height-wise alone. Aren't Kenyan guys pretty tall?
We could do Norway. We'll become the Norwegian basketball team.
We would never make it out of the Europe qualifying round.
Long-distance
No.
runners from Kenya,
true.
right?
Baron, do you sing?
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Because this is a scene.
I can get down. I can get down.
This is a scene we shot where the guys discover their dream is to start their own entertainment company called Prestige Worldwide.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we shot this on a street with a handheld.
Where is this? Where is this at?
This is
in beautiful Altadena or Sierra Madre or
Pasadena.
One of those Pasadena cities.
Altadena. Altadena.
It's actually South Pass.
Oh.
You open your arms to us and our film units.
The gateway to South Pasadena.
Altadena.
Oh, yeah. I can dig it. I can dig it.
Altadena, you're my sweet lady.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I wanna make love to you, Altadena.
I wanna put my arms around your neck and caress your face.
Ooh.
Tell you how your ass tastes.
Altadena.
Altadena.
Oh, baby, yeah, Altadena, baby.
Don't you know when the sun goes down, Altadena?
Yeah.
Gonna turn your frown upside down.
Oh, smile, baby.
Altadena.
Altadena.
You're the name of a princess warrior.
Oh, with no clothes on.
That's right. Altadena.
Altadena. Step into my penthouse apartment, my sweet lady.
Oh, yeah, satin sheets, baby.
Undo your dress, let it drop around your ankles, Altadena.
Oh, Altadena, baby.
We're gonna get in a convertible and maybe drive up the coast.
Oh, riding my Mustang, baby. Shotgun.
Altadena, pull into a beautiful bed and breakfast and see what happens.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Tongues exploring tongues, probing furtive mouths.
You taste like mints, baby.
Your nipple is like the fountain of youth. Gonna suck it all night long.
Oh, cow, man.
2 bodies becoming one.
Squeeze your tush, squeeze your tush, squeeze your tush.
You're arcing back, your mouth agape in pleasure.
Altadena.
Like a Subway sandwich, baby.
Oh, Altadena.
Then your boyfriend shows up. He's much bigger than I thought.
Who the fuck is this?
He looks Tyrene Black from Hill Street Blues. Even got the toothpick.
Oh,
He's carrying a crowbar that he's brandishing on his side.
Where's my shoes?
And then he says, why can't we be three? Why can't we be three? Why can't we be three?
And it gets really freaky, me and you, Altadena and your boyfriend.
Turns out his name is Lou.
Lou, me,
Not with that party, fellas.
and Altadena.
Baron Davis runs out the door and jumps in his Maserati. We chase him down the street, Altadena, you, me, and Lou.
No red lights out to Dina. Keep them green, baby.
And there's freaky love making going on. Shit they don't even do in Germany. I'm talking Tor Johnson masks, talking waffle makers. Someone breaks out a Bob Crane 60mm camera.
And some silicone jelly.
Ooh, man.
And then we burn down the B&B. We light the place on fire while we're engaged in passionate love.
Making love on the berm across from the B&B.
Oh, yeah, baby. Damn.
Then Tyson Chandler emerges from the brush and says, can you welcome a hornet big man? And we say yes.
Yeah, maybe.
But we're not so sure. Now it's definitely gotten weird. We wish we'd gone away with Baron Davis.
And then the thundering hoof steps of a majestic steed. And who's on the back but Gilbert Arenas?
Agent Zero.
Agent Zero says, climb on back. I'll take you back to the ranch.
Altadena.
So Gilbert and Altadena right away.
Ready to make love together,
The Rose
Altadena.
Bowl. Let's make love in the Rose Bowl, baby.
Says Gilbert
Arenas. He's
Me.
rented out the entire Rose Bowl.
Oh, man, he can do that, too. Congratulations.
He's
bro.
got the funds to do that.
'Cause he was well paid from his last deal. Had a good playoff run. Decided to use the money to rent out the Rose Bowl and make love to
Altadena.
Altadena.
In her mini skirt and her high white boots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then Gilbert Arenas leans over to Altadena and says,
Altadena, baby. It's time for you to go.
Wow.
Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Baron Davis.
Baron Davis.
Wow. Thank you, fellas.
That was quite impressive.
Thanks for having me.
Baron Davis, thank you for joining us.
Thanks
Thank you.
thanks for stopping in. We know you're busy.
No worries,
We know
fellas.
you don't have time for shit like this.
This is
so we
incredible.
appreciate it.
Thank you, man. This was incredible. You guys are heroes.
If you had to say one thing to the children of the future about basketball, what would you say?
You want to listen to Bonnie Raitt real quick?
I will say that right there.
You would sing the lyrics of a Bonnie Raitt song to the children.
You would put quote signs around that and put Baron Davis after it.
I would tell them to practice good basketball, Chi.
Okay.
Baron, I'm gonna put you on the spot right here. Would you commit to, during this Clippers season, during one of the halftimes,
Emotionally moved.
coming out and singing, let's give him something to talk about with Will Ferrell during halftime of a Clippers game?
Absolutely.
Done deal. You heard it right here.
Okay.
That is
Only if I can be your director assistant on your next movie.
Oh,
That
that's
is,
a good one, too. Wow.
Boy, that's hard to say yes to. Yes. Shit, I've got Baron Davis as my director's assistant.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You got it, man. Next movie
You guys
we do.
are heroes, man. You guys make me laugh, and I think I'm funny. You guys are hilarious.
I mean,
Can I ask some questions? Can I ask some questions?
Yeah.
It's Baron Davis
I'd love
question
to
time.
ask some
I wanted to
questions,
say I wanted to give fair time because we
okay, but
we quizzed you
I have
about
one last
basketball.
question. If I could play in 2 minutes in an NBA game, could I get a shot off?
Yes, I will make sure you get a shot off. Let's make that happen.
No, without any kind of special treatment.
Without any special
No special treatment.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
but
make that happen.
But could a civilian like
an
myself
amateur
get a shot off? No,
Yeah,
never.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you
I can
serious?
set you up. All you gotta do is
when you
move.
say shot off, you mean just get it into the air
I
towards
just
the
want to
basket?
get it off without getting blocked, but there's no way that could happen.
Nah, it could happen. I'm telling you. Play with me. We're going to get you a tryout for the Clippers. Preseason game, we're going to get you a shot.
Okay, wait, what questions do you have for us?
Talk to me about, like, you know, what you go through. Like The Elf. That was one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it 100 times. Like, how'd you do that? How'd you do that?
Will Ferrell's a Nazi.
That's happening right there on the screen. Well, that's a good question. I mean, that was a crazy blend of a lot of work on the script that wasn't there at the beginning.
Yeah, we were actually holed up in a hotel in Santa Monica, and you know who was across the hall from us was Sean Kemp.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In fact, trying to try out with the Clippers, I think.
That was it, yeah. And every night we'd leave, every morning we'd leave, and I love Sean Kemp, but out in front of his door, a couple extra pizza plates from room service. And at the end of it, we actually got Sean Kemp to sign the Elf script. So I have an autographed Elf script signed by Sean Kemp.
Wow.
You guys like to keep an NBA player close by at all times when you're working.
We do.
We do. It's our muse.
Well, good luck.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. And Dewey Cox, man. That was hilarious.
Amazing, right?
That was hilarious.
Oh, my
Thank
God.
you very much.
Yeah,
a funny
I've been
movie.
walking hard. Ever since I seen that movie, I've been, you know.
It's not good for your knees, but it makes a statement.
To walk hard.
Yep.
And Talladega Nights, tell me about that and the difference between that and this movie.
Well, this movie is kind of like Talladega Nights and Ordinary People mixed together.
Talladega Nights, we had to worry about all the car stuff, and you know, we obviously had to, you know, work with NASCAR, and so we had a little more structure. This one was kind of more of a free for all. We got to kind of go crazy a little more.
It's a reaction to Talladega Nights. We had to shoot a lot of green screen in cars. We had a lot of stunts. And we said, God, screw it. The funnest stuff is these guys just hanging out in a room, messing around. So we tried to write the simplest kind of idea we could. Just these guys as stepbrothers go.
Yeah.
And it is it's pretty insane.
And you guys, what made you come up with this concept?
Not bad.
From working, having so much fun on Talladega Nights, and then the three of us said we got to do another one of these things, and we went to dinner one night, came up with 10 different ideas, and then it was Adam the next day kind of said, I have another idea, and it was this one.
This is
and we
awesome.
said, that's the one we have to do.
Yeah.
Someone just mentioned bunk beds at the edit room. And I right away was like, oh my God, those guys are stepbrothers. And these guys, then we all got together and like fleshed it out. We hung out at Will's house for like a month and kicked around ideas. And our first draft of this script was 180 pages long.
Wow.
Yeah, usual script's 110.
Yeah.
And 180-page first draft because there was so much fun to write these characters. This is Will's brother's wife has a thing for Riley. And they've only said like 3 words to each other.
Hold on.
It gets raw right here.
Who is that?
This is where it gets raw.
Who is she? She's a great actress.
Yeah. That's Catherine Hahn.
That is Catherine Hahn, who actually is a great actress.
Yeah.
Funny chick. And watch how this ends, Baron. It's a little treat for you.
Just the way I imagined it.
I like you.
I like you. Stay golden, pony boy.
It's a leak in the journal.
That's the way we do it.
That's the way it does.
You guys are classic. That's classic. Now, as a director, is most of the stuff you shoot improv?
We usually do like 3 takes as written, or until we all feel good about it. And then we're always doing at least 3 or 4 that are pure improv. Usually we'll start expanding on the scene. We'll say, okay, that was funny. What if you change this line to this? These guys will come up with ideas. And then as it keeps going, we'll get further and further away until sometimes it's a whole different scene. But It's a lot of improv. This is improvised right here. This is Richard Jenkins. Richard Jenkins has like a man crush on Will's brother, and so we asked him to just do these crazy toasts, and he came up with this where he says he likes being with his mother because he imagines that he came out of his mother when he's having sex. Most inappropriate toast ever. So yeah, there's a lot of improv, like, you know.
Yeah. Would you say this was easier to shoot than the last one?
It was easier to shoot, way harder to edit. Because we literally did shoot 1.5 million feet of film.
Wow.
Most movies shoot like 500,000 feet of film. And we shot 1.5 million
Triple
feet
that.
of film.
Just triple it.
Yeah.
He put that.
Just triple
put
it.
that whip on you. Huh?
Previous film, I think, was 900,000, maybe 1 million, and that was a lot. And this one was 1.5 million.
Wow.
But I got to say, I laughed harder on this movie than any movie we've done. You know, in Anchorman, we laughed our asses off on that.
Oh, my goodness. Tell me about that. That was crazy.
That was a blast.
Yeah,
but
I have many leather-bound books, too.
Rich mahogany.
Yeah.
So this is their...
This is our entertainment company.
And the scoring I hear is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you know...
John's not happy with it, actually.
It's every bit as good as everything you've heard so far today.
No, but it's all, you know, this is all improv. And you know, you kind of like got the party started when I got in here.
We've kind of rewritten, you know, the standards of scoring as of this session, I think.
I'm going to brag for Jon Brion and say he is the best film composer there is right
That's
now.
That's awesome. Let us get something. Yeah, let us get a little something over here.
You hear that? You hear that, Baron?
That's not so good, though.
No, hold on. It gets better. It gets better because I got to get. No. This it. I'll warm up. It gets better.
This is Hollywood shit right here.
Wow.
That's heavy shit he's laying down.
Yeah.
John actually
I can make this scene feel, you know, so many different ways. Let's see. Let's
take it somewhere.
you know, we can. That's one.
Actually, that's the only one he can do.
It's working pretty well by itself. You might want to leave this one dry, but let's see.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. You know what's funny? John's trying to do kind of bad stuff, and it's still kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. Like shark music. That was like shark music.
He did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Magnolia.
Wow, one of my favorite movies.
Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
He is...
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
He produced Kanye West's second to last album.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
yeah.
I saw you guys rapping. You guys bust some rhymes.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. That's dope.
It's a song called Boats and Hoes.
It's a little classic called Boats and Hoes.
Boats and Hoes. I can dig that.
But we wrecked Richard's boat.
Oops.
Yeah.
In the making of the video.
Smashed a beautiful $400,000 yacht.
Wow.
Called the Gilded Lady.
Yeah. I love that name, by the way, the Gilded Lady. Josh Church enjoyed that quite a bit.
The Gilded Lady.
Yeah. Well, Baron Davis, I want to thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks for coming by.
I don't mean to shuffle you off. Any last questions you want to ask, or?
No, man. Just, you know, I thank you guys for having me. You guys are great.
Well, we thank you for being here, man. We
can't believe you came.
It's good to be in great company.
And thanks for
great to hear great music
for the Altadena song.
Yeah. You can fire one up before I leave on my way out. You know.
All right, let's do another one. Let's look at the scene here. Let's get inspired by the movie. We are doing the...
I like listening to you guys.
This is the musical commentary. So this is more green screen. And it looks okay. Doesn't look great. Maybe I'm fooling myself a little bit with the green screen. I hate towing actors in the truck, though. It's no fun. So I went with the green screen. And maybe we can sing a little bit about what it's like to act in front of a green screen.
What's this? It doesn't look real. It's just green. What the heck am I gonna do?
It's a green screen.
Imagine it. I gotta imagine it.
It's a green screen.
Cars passing by in my mind. Traffic that's up there.
It's a green screen.
It's a green screen.
After a while, you start to feel very strange. You lose all sense of orientation because everything around you's the same color. It's a green screen.
It's a green screen stage. Green screen.
Remember, in Star Wars, when Princess Leia's planet gets blown up.
Sure.
Guess what? That was fucking green screen.
It was green screen.
She was looking at a piece of tape.
It was green screen. Do you remember the scene from There Will Be Blood? When in the end Daniel Day-Lewis got killed, that was green screen.
Total green screen.
Not necessary, but it was.
Green
Just try to fuck
screen.
with it.
Yeah.
That green screen sounds amazing, fellas.
Remember when Jack Nicholson in 5 Easy Pieces, he came home to visit his family. They were not there. It was green screen.
Green screen. Green screen.
Green screen.
Remember in It's a Wonderful Life when Jimmy Stewart ran down looking for his car and he couldn't find it, but it was there. Ran into the tree. Green screen.
Green screen.
Even back then there was green screen.
We called it gray screen.
Do you remember the footage of the Kennedy assassination with Zapruder? That was green screen.
Cost only 40 grand to shoot.
Green screen. Did you see the playoffs when Baron Davis went off and knocked out the Mavericks? It was insane. It was a huge series. People couldn't believe it. Guess what?
He was by himself.
It was green screen.
It was green screen.
None of those people were there.
No, just Baron Davis in an empty green screen stage.
Yep. Yeah. And a
Making
bunch
it
of
happen.
fillers. Yeah.
Green screen. Green screen. Green screen.
Green screen.
Green screen.
Green screen.
LeBron James does not exist. He is CGI. There is no person named LeBron James. He was designed by Industrial Light and Magic. Green screen.
Green screen.
Not a human being. Green screen.
I went on vacation with him. Didn't realize it till after. He is not real.
He is green screen.
Just trying to make physical contact.
Is impossible.
I was playing with him the other day in the game. Tried to touch his skin and my hand went through.
Green screen.
He was green screen. Yeah. Green screen. Green screen.
Dick Cheney is not a human being. He is actually not green screen. He is a pure manifestation of evil. Sent in a gaseous form.
He's a cyborg.
Cyborg.
He's not half machine.
Illuminated by hate.
This is where we go psycho on Richard Jenkins.
And guess what? Green screen. Green screen.
That's a real stuntman.
That is.
Getting thrown on his head down the
Green
stairs.
screen.
Green screen.
Wow.
Yeah, baby, can you dig it? Thank you, fellas. Thanks
Baron
for having me.
Davis, ladies and
Davis.
gentlemen.
Give him a howl.
If you're at home listening to this commentary by yourself, don't be a dick. Applaud.
Come on.
The man drove
Don't
down
just sit
here.
there.
Yeah,
come on.
Oh, by
Come on.
himself, no one will know. People know.
No, people know. We'll feel it.
It's called the butterfly effect. It's called collective unconscious. People
Pay it
know.
forward. Pay it forward.
Pay it
Come on.
forward. Exactly.
Thank you, fellas. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Baron.
Dare I say Baron Davis was a delight.
A real delight.
From now on, he'll be known as the delightful Baron Davis.
Delightful Baron Davis.
What a cool dude.
Baron Davis is quite a little fellow. Actually, not that little, but little in his ways.
And his world. For you see, when you are in the NBA, and you're 6'3", you are quite small. He had a way about him, and he was quite charming. Boom, 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 boom.
Quite charming.
This is John C. Reilly being attacked by a dog.
Mauled by Bullet.
Bullet, who? What's the German training method? that they use for German Shepherds?
From the monks?
It's called Scheisshund or something like that?
It's where you beat them until they get mean and then set them loose on people.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Is there really a method?
There was, yeah, I think there is. Like a special German method.
Should we stop tape, get research on that, and then talk about that method for the rest of this tape?
I mean, if we were smart, we would. But we're probably lazy and dumb. We're not going to do it.
Hey, John, this scene is in the extended cut.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That little gem.
Thrusting.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, God.
Holy cow.
We were very, very aware of having the kids' backs to this. That was our big thing. But yeah, this is a scene where they're actually having sex in front of a whole family eating at a Christmas dinner table.
Get right on the muscles.
The idea here is my penis is in her vagina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While we're talking to the family.
Right. Right.
By the way,
Brennan thinks he's really got a sore back.
It should also be pointed out that Kathy Hahn is one of the most delightful, sweet people you will ever meet in your life. And comes off as insane, sex-craved lady in this.
But next year I'm going to ask Santa for breast implants because I'm impatient with my body.
Hey, Tiffany, wanna know what I got? A crushed soul.
The nice thing about this scene is you get to...
Flying monkey.
Flying monkey, yeah.
You get to see Richard...
squirrel.
Richard Jenkins played the down and out dad, and started becoming a Republican and had a hurt neck and started getting really bitter. He came up with that turn completely on his own. It was the funniest turn.
Nice. So I just drove off. I started...
If you hear me occasionally working my tongue against my lip, it's because I do have chewing tobacco in my mouth right now.
You've got what's called a chaw.
I got a chaw going.
Right?
A plug.
I call it, for any kids listening, don't use it. It's terrible. But I quit smoking 7 months ago, and this is sort of my methadone I'm using right now while I'm quitting.
Methadone, kids, is a substitute for heroin.
Mm-hmm. But so now, how often are you dipping, as they say, would you say?
I'll go a couple days without doing it, and then I'll get the old smoking crave, and, 2-3 times a day, I'll put a little pinch in there. Just a little pinch.
Between your cheek and gum?
Between your cheek and gum, John.
Like Walt Garrett.
Yep.
Remember the old Walt Garrett commercials? I'm Walt Garrett. Just a pinch between your cheek and gum.
Who is Walt Garrett?
He was a former running back for the Dallas Cowboys, and then he was a cowboy, and he would do these commercials for Skoal Wintergreen. When you just want to pinch between your teeth and gum, and he was just on a ranch.
By the way, isn't it time to put?
But that's how was Walt Garrett able to be a spokesperson? Those days are gone. We can't just have a semi-known running back for the Dallas Cowboys be a spokesperson for chewing tobacco.
Hi, I'm Robert Smith, formerly of the Vikings.
Yeah,
just a pinch between your gum and cheeks.
Do you guys remember Skull Bandits?
Yeah,
just the packet.
Just a little bag.
That's if you didn't want the mess of all the loose chewing tobacco.
As opposed to the saliva that you need.
Yeah, instead you got a little bag in there.
You know, there's a little note about sports.
Yeah.
I know you guys like sports.
Yeah.
I did, for Love of the Game, Kevin Costner picture about baseball. We shot in Yankee Stadium.
Narrated by Vin Scully.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a great line about me. He's like, when I got on base, he's like, yeah, Gus Sinski hasn't been on base since the Reagan administration. Improv line.
Let me also say I now have the hiccups from my chewing tobacco. Yeah,
great. It works good for commentary. But and when you're in the dugout, God help you if anything of yours falls onto the ground when you're in the dugout. It is a trough of saliva and chewed up sunflower seed shells,
just crap,
and just
it's
so
disgusting.
gross.
Yeah.
Like I dropped one of my my catcher's shin guard or something in it one time. I was like, yeah, I'm almost gonna throw up thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yep, I got the hiccups.
Oh, now you have chew hiccups.
I got chew hiccups.
Chickups.
I got so sick on chewing tobacco.
I'm actually gonna take my headphones off and go get a glass of water and chug it.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I tried it twice. I tried it once
What was your thinking? What led you to it?
Because I tried it one time, and it was, like a nice little gentle buzz, and it was not an issue. And then I tried it a second time, and it went immediately to my head. And I had to, everyone was walking to an outdoor concert, and I had to sit on these park benches.
Oh, God.
And guys, I'll try to catch up. And these mall cops came up and said, "You got to move." And I'm like, I couldn't even speak. It was like, "You don't understand." And I think I did tequila shots on top of it too. And then I threw up all over their shoes. They kept pushing me like, "Let's go, you got to move." And then I threw up on their shoes. And they're like, "Leave them alone. Oh, gross." And then they let me hang out. But it was awful. It's the last time.
Were you spitting?
Yeah, it's totally spitting.
No, but you spitting the choke, or were you swallowing the...
No, it wasn't. It's such strong dose of nicotine. Just...
Don't you know in my lifetime,
fucker,
there are some things that
by the way, I'm proud of that fall right there.
Don't you
it looks
know
really real.
a pinch between the cheeks and gums? Talking, chewing tobacco, that's how I get happy. Chewing tobacco, I never have a lackey of fun. Walt Garrett stood proud for what he loved back in the day. He said, if you wanna be okay, skull bandits go in your lip and they don't create a mess.
I'm pretty proud of that head hit.
I know, that head hit.
The best part of the song I just did was John and Will so pointedly not joining in with the... pointedly not singing, thinking, why is he singing about
Not
Joe?
recognizing great artistry.
Every once in a while, I'll get a glimpse at the people from the studio outside and think, God, I kind of feel bad. We're supposed to be talking about the movie, and I'm with you. Chewing tobacco, chewing tobacco, chewing tobacco.
A lone man stands on a ridge and surveys his great, great land, the U.S. He takes a pinch from his Copenhagen and says,
A low man stands on a
I
ridge.
am proud.
I love this country, but I wish I had a little buzz.
Love this country as I rub my hand across my unshaven fuzz. I will vote for any candidate that wears a cowboy hat. It's that simple. I will chase off anyone who talks all weird about preventing crime through education.
Why don't you clear some brush? Why don't you show us how to catch up us with chewing tobacco? Now this scene was one of the first ones we shot.
That's right. You can keep playing, John, underneath us.
And
we'll go in and out of song.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was early on, and I remember thinking like, "Wow, it's the end of the movie. We gotta do this scene."
We're pros. That's the way we do it. Chewing tobacco. Don't you know the way a real leader leads is by wearing a cowboy hat and hanging out on a ranch he's only owned for like 5 years, even though he was born in Connecticut. Has the president ever dipped? Has he ever actually put chewing tobacco? That should be the next...
Sure.
The next sort of appeasement for like people from Texas is if you're a candidate, you have to dip. Like Barack Obama today put a dip in to show his alliance with Texas.
It's like Hillary doing the shot.
Yeah.
But did I miss something, or was that a shot glass full of beer that she did?
No,
it
she
looked
did
like
hard
beer
liquor.
to me.
She did hard liquor.
But
Yeah.
she just did kind of a quarter of it.
I think it was Slivovitz.
I think it was Goldschlager.
She smoked a menthol cigarette and did a shot. And I think when John Edwards was running, he was down in Arizona. I think he did crystal meth.
He did and a scratch-off lottery ticket.
He did a puff of crystal meth.
So
But
the
he didn't.
whole state of Arizona now hates this movie.
Feeling tired, of course, at every stage. You gotta act your age, or so they say. But it doesn't always have to be the way you're told. There's a million ways to
This is a really monumental scene right here. We actually shot 5 versions of this with Will wiping his ass with different objects.
With his son out.
We had a potpourri dish.
Well, the best was that we...
This is one of my favorites right here. The fist pump. Yes, I bought toilet paper.
I like the Johnson.
I look strangely very old in this scene. I look like about 60 years old.
You're reading glasses.
You're really old. Why? I think he's become an adult. He reads Montel Williams.
But you forget, Adam, the version where Josh Church was my roomie.
That's right.
Because we've done one where Church is just sitting, like I'm shown the apartment, and Josh Church is just in the foreground, sitting in a chair, and we don't talk about it.
It just comes with the apartment?
It just comes with the apartment. And then we did one where I wipe my butt with a toothbrush, is it?
Yeah, toothbrush.
And then Church comes in, my roomie, and then starts to brush his teeth.
Because we're a classy bunch.
Poor Josh.
That's that old Jamaican tourist story.
The old exactly.
He's a minister's son from a proud state of Maine, and we had him do
totally
that.
drug him down.
Yeah.
Who I met Josh's Church's father in New York recently.
Did you really?
Yes. I met Father Church and
the
Reverend Church, the
Reverend Jerry Church?
Reverend Jerry Church.
His name's not Jerry, is
what
it?
What is it? I forget what it is again.
Josh.
Pat. Brian. It's Brian. A lovely man. He's very proud of Josh.
A man of the cloth and a
they
man
were
who
going-
made his fortune in fried chicken, I understand.
Yeah, Church's fried chicken. Yeah. None of them are allowed in Maine, though.
What if he wasn't a
I like
lovely
your
man?
hair a lot in this scene, Will. I especially like how your hair looks.
Reshoot wig. Reshoot wig.
Some people think it looks insane.
Guys.
I maintain most people don't notice it.
We've got a problem. We need to do reshoots. Will's hair is different, and he can't change it. He's on a new movie. What do we do?
Get a reshoot wig.
Reshoot wig.
There's Catalina.
There she
Beautiful
is.
Catalina.
This is actually Will, when we wrote the script, said, "Oh, you know, we talked about ending with a wine mixer," and he said it should be the Catalina wine mixer. And I'm not from Los Angeles, so I figured, oh, Catalina, I know Catalina Island. It must be beautiful out there. So we did an entire scout where we went out to Catalina. Not that great. Kind of a little dusty kind of niche of a town with a lot of shirtless tourists drinking margaritas and chain smoking, and we were all kind of mystified. And then I realized that was the joke. That's Will was making a native Southern Californian joke, and we bit on it.
I like Catalina.
No.
I have been there. I've stayed there a couple times.
I'm being rough on Catalina.
I biked across it and saw Catalina's mighty bison.
Catalina is actually a beautiful island, but the town, I just expected it to be
more majestic.
Yeah.
Avalon, Avalon, it promises a lot in
it does.
the name.
And it's a very tiny little town. It's very unaffected, which is its charm. And if you're a tourist in LA, please go to Catalina. But not that great.
Not that great.
It's an old bootlegger city, right?
Is it really? Is that what it is?
The bootleg trade?
I thought it was an old Spanish torture town.
Might have been a Spanish torture town.
Yeah, from the 1800s, they would drag the
From
Aztecs
missions,
there.
the
Yeah.
missions.
And you got Horatio Sands here. You guys got a lot of your old cronies in the movie.
Got a little Horsey Sands there. We also got the rhythm section from the Attractions, from Elvis Costello. The Attractions there. That's the band Jack Shit playing behind them.
You've got Matt Walsh in the crowd.
We do. Val McCallum on guitar. And the ever delightful Mary Steenburgen. And also, if you look in some of the scenes, you can see Catalina Island in the distance because we in no way shot in Catalina. And didn't even attempt to hide it. They're grown up now. Catalina, Catalina, we didn't shoot in Catalina. Once again, Will and John.
We should have made the effort
pointedly
to shoot in
not
Catalina.
joining me.
The second unit went to Catalina, though.
We did. We got hired a chopper. Wasn't even a second unit. Hired a dude with a camera and a chopper to buzz over Catalina.
Well, no, you got one Andrea Savage, though.
Oh, we did. You're right.
Moment.
I like how I didn't know that. It's Jake Szymanski back there from the proud city of Milwaukee. Jake was actually, we met Jake from Funny or Die, our website. He was in a group called Almost Twins, and we hired him for Funny or Die off that. A very funny guy.
Very funny pieces.
Talented young man.
Speaking of pieces, is my chicken here yet?
Yeah, Church, we got that chicken? That'd be great.
John and Will won't join me when I start to sing.
I think 'cause we're hungry. And have some low blood sugar.
So they don't want to sing, and they leave my ass blowing in the wind.
I wonder if the viewer feels ripped off by the commentary. If you're still listening to us at this point, you really must fucking love this movie.
What did you want to hear? Talk about what lenses we used and what bounce boards we used. It's not that interesting. Go watch another movie if you want to learn.
But for your information, you use only one lens size for the entire movie.
That is correct. I don't like changing lenses. That's why several scenes are completely out of focus. And the DP's name is Alan Smithy on this film.
Oh, there comes Josh. Bring it in.
We got some food coming in right now.
You guys are in for a treat, you viewers at home, because you're going to get to listen to me eat.
And what's going to happen is you're going to hear the food go into their bellies, and you're going to hear a burst of energy.
Thanks, buddy.
And the rest of this commentary is going to smoke. This is actually a monologue from Richard Jenkins here that was pretty much improvised. I think I threw him a vague idea talk about how he used to pretend to be a dinosaur as a kid, and he improvised this entire monologue. Kind of insane.
Which was really somewhat sublime.
Yep. One of my favorite moments in the movie. And little Richie Jenkins. Should we give a little bio on Richie Jenkins? I don't think so. Do you guys want to eat on mic, or do you want to...
I'm fine eating
yeah,
on
we
mic.
can eat on mic. Yeah. And you can leave that in, you saying, do you want to pause, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
Yeah.
I'm good with it, too. Listen to that.
Ooh.
What do you got there, Will?
I got a little chicken wrap.
Nice.
It's one of their specialties. Got the chicken.
I'm having some chicken pasta salad.
Okay.
Nice.
It's real good.
Very nice. This is a portion of the film where we're going to take it down a notch. And if you're having trouble sleeping or you're feeling a lot of stress in your life, you can also use this commentary.
Oh my God, that's good.
As an alternate for a relaxation tape.
Oh my God, that's good.
As you watch the film, just breathe through your nose and
It's got
exhale.
chives in it.
You have chives?
Exhale through your mouth.
Mine's got like an Italian dressing on it that's just out of this world.
And just remember, you're part of a big planet, surrounded by people that love you and
This
that
is
you have
dynamite.
love for.
This is absolutely dynamite.
And remember that all the stress you feel in work
You know I like food when I describe
He's
it.
very
as
temporal. Listen to the sounds of Will and John eating.
dynamite.
Let their exuberance over the food flow through you, and
How's that chicken, John?
you can feel
Really
that
good.
exuberance.
It falls right off the bone.
They're so happy while they eat, and you can feel happy too. And as you watch the commentary for Step Brothers, and see a scene where John tried to play the drums, and hear Will make very strange sounds while he eats. Just breathe through your nose and out your mouth. And say to yourself, I love myself. I'm kind to myself. While I watch the Step Brothers commentary and listen to Will make downright bizarre and disturbing sounds. Almost like a 6-inch man having sex. Like a tiny little man having very aggressive sex. On top of a bookshelf. Then he goes and he fights a mouse with a sewing needle. And picture all these images. Let them float through your mind. Here is Will singing opera, which I'm going to give Will some props here and let you know that he did actually sing this opera live while we shot it, which is unheard of. And it's a very beautiful sequence in the movie.
This is a delicious wrap.
All right, I'm not going to talk like that anymore.
I'm not just saying that.
In this section, we can ask the viewers at home any questions. Like, hey, what was your favorite part of the movie?
Yep.
Go ahead.
And just, we're going to ask you the questions, and once again, even though you're alone, answer. Don't be like, it's just a bit they're doing in the commentary. Fucking answer us. Did you expect him to sing opera like this? Were you surprised? And did you know that he is actually singing? That this is not a double? I'm going to give you a little Dora the Explorer pause there where you can answer. Okay.
Okay.
John C. Reilly playing the drums in this. John, actually a hell of a drummer. Was in the movie Georgia, where he played drums. And, of course, being a kind of a decent musician, he acts like he can't play, but he actually can play. And I'm going to ask you a question now once again at home watching this. Please answer. Have you ever seen the movie Georgia? Really? Well, you should check it out. It's very good.
Wait a minute, you just assumed that they haven't done it. What if they have to?
I'm going to guess the intersection between people who've seen Step Brothers and Georgia is not that big. I'm going to say 800 people.
This is one of the coolest things I've ever done in a movie. Getting
By
to
the
be
way.
this centaur.
Yeah.
Which was a last-second idea that producer David Householder was able to arrange.
Yeah, we got kind of stuck on her fantasy, and we kept saying centaur, and our producer, David Householder, kept saying that's going to cost a fortune. And then finally, in the end, Giddily came to us and said, I think I figured out a way to do the centaur. And then Oliver Wood, our DP, shot it like it's a scene from Lord of the Rings. Always enjoyable to see a centaur.
Especially a centaur that's about to shoot the woman who's approaching him.
Yeah.
That's his first instinct. He was I guess he was hunting, though.
Yeah.
He's not expecting to
Something
see.
moved.
Yeah.
Here's Demandria Savage.
There was movement.
It's Demandria Savage playing the therapist.
Demandria, of course, because she's so demanding.
Very demanding lady. But delightful. Will belting it out here. Rob Riggle. Opening up like he's never opened up.
Riggle, he could not stop crying, actually, he said.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes after the take.
When he did, people don't know about acting, there's a technique called sense memory, where you bring back old feelings, and Riggle brought back a deep old feeling from when he was like 12, of being abandoned.
And once you unleash that, it's tough to reharness it in a way.
Very powerful. How's that food going down, gentlemen? Thank
really
you.
Good.
This is a great exchange.
Mine's really good.
There we go. There's Will hitting a big note. And this shot coming up, he actually shattered the...
That was not an effect.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like one, that was not an effect.
That was a real shattering going on there.
And it's unshattered in the next frame.
because we're good filmmakers.
We had a second one ready to go.
We did. We instantly brought it in. We had a big debate over these fucking Catalina wine mixers lines, whether to leave them in or not. Never got the biggest laughs in the test audience, yet we liked them, so we went back and forth like 7 times. And they stayed in. So suck on it, America.
Look, I'm not great at this Hallmark stuff, but...
This was shot in 3 takes because we were losing the light, and we used 4 cameras.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
We had to kind of really speed through it.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah. But you did get that
And then
nice.
Adam told me as a joke to yell as loud as I could when I came in my lines as a joke to trick the other actors. Now it's in the movie.
And it works great. It's a very real moment. Oh, wait. No, it's not in the movie.
It isn't?
No.
When I come up, "Oh, that's fun. That's good times."
We recut this section.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Maybe pay attention to the fucking movies you're in.
That's what we've been looking for.
We've never done anything like that before, so you can't expect...
Losing the light.
Yeah.
4 cameras losing the light.
It's really dipping. Look at the shadows are growing.
Oh, yeah. They're getting really long.
There's Catalina, by the way, in the background.
Yes, it's where we're supposed to be.
Right there, in the frame.
Yep. It's not the coastline of LA.
Catalina, prominently featured in the background.
What was the Jackie Chan movie? It was like supposed to take place in New York City, but they shot it in Vancouver, and you can see the mountains in the background.
The mountains of New York.
The mountains of New York.
Don't want to appear too eager, and that is a good strategy, too.
You are an enabler. You think you're helping,
And
but you're not.
you are a keeper.
I love that. That Steenie line. She improvised that.
I thought you were incredibly brave.
This is.
There was another piece of coverage, though, that was really funny, where there was a huge American flag over my shoulder.
That's right.
Another tough call.
Yeah, we had a single of Will, and it so happened there was a giant golf course flag over his shoulder, and it wasn't the most insane single you've ever seen. We put it in one of the tests, and the audience roared with laughter, but we weren't sure it was for the right reasons.
I like making sex with you. I do.
I love every time John talks about sex, he says, make sex with you.
It's over.
This is crazy.
This is our Fellini scene right here. We got Jon Brion as our Nino Rota. We got the beautiful, lush coast of Italy. This is the white chic right here. But this is the wrap-up. What we in the business call the wrap-up reel.
This is the denouement.
Yep. Emotions are being fleshed out and reorganized and understood. You as an audience member, the laughter sort of
runs away,
dying down, and kind of like, wow, everything's coming together. See, what we don't want to happen is we don't want to have it be like untidied in the end, because then you leave like, I feel untidied.
Sure.
And then there's more violence.
When it's ambiguous.
Yeah.
It gets weird. People get weird.
So things wrap up and kind of make sense.
Really great, Dad.
It's the wrap up.
We got 6 bars.
The end of the movie.
Boom it. Most karaoke.
No, not joining me again.
I was eating.
We've lost steam.
We have really lost steam. That's my 3rd song initiation with, I was real tentative on it, too. I was like, I'm not sure they're going to come in. Yeah. And then I'll just be singing a cappella.
I'm still drinking my space juice, I noticed, too.
Yeah. Will's always drinking some bright blue drink every time he's drinking anything in the movie.
Okay, open your eyes. Merry Christmas.
Holy shit!
How do you think Robert got the boat up into the tree?
I think he got,
we gloss over the fact that he wrecked our treehouse by putting the boat up there.
That would have been a funny response, actually. Get mad.
Well.
Wow. Wow.
Dad, that was so thoughtful!
We've gone through a lot during this commentary.
We have. We really have.
Baron Davis joined us.
Baron Davis sang 2 songs.
Jon Brion showered lovely, lovely music on it, which I promptly wrecked by singing.
How many? We created a number of original songs. I feel like we created at least 4. Maybe even more.
I think more, maybe 6 or 7. Green Screen definitely will get some airtime.
Clearly the single.
And just so Sony knows, we're not going to be cool about it. We want $50,000 for each of those tunes.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy negotiation.
No,
either.
we'll play some hardball on those.
These are the credits. This is the credit part of the movie. This is who was in it. Remember that part you liked. Remember that character you thought was cool. This is who played them. Yeah, just leave me out to dry. I don't care. I'll keep going.
This is the Revenge Against Crisco documentary. These are the credits and a scene is popping up on it. Usually when you watch the credits, there is not a scene. But
this is a special treat.
So don't walk out of the theater. Or you're standing in the aisles.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but I'm going to kick you repeatedly in the balls, Gardaki.
Let's go!
I like that shot right there.
And that shot as well.
A lot of war cries. This is good too.
Yeah.
Work in the back.
We love this shot. Didn't quite work the way we thought it would, but pretty enjoyable. I think we should, we're coming up to the real end credits here. We should gear up for our final number, the credit song. And that should do us, although we've got this little scene here. Oh, this is for the extended. We put this in. What comes around goes around.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to show. That's what happens in life. What
Coming
comes around
this
goes.
summer. What comes around
goes around.
Will Ferrell, star of Drowning Mona, and Criminals, John C. Reilly. Teach us all. Actually, Criminal's a good movie. I didn't mean to say that one. What's a better weird reference for you, Riley?
I've only done good movies.
Wow.
Days of Thunder's John C. Reilly meets Winter's Passing's Will Ferrell.
Drowning Mona is Will Ferrell.
Academy Award.
Drowning Mona?
Yeah.
Academy Award nominee John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell, who's also done some movies.
And semi-popular actor Will Ferrell.
And director, who no one knows, Adam McKay.
What comes around goes around.
Rated NC-17.
What comes around goes around.
Starring Kirstie Alley. And the cat from that old Paula Abdul video.
I can't control my voice. I used to be one of the best in the biz, but now I'm so cheap because my voice is out of control. But I still have energy. What comes around goes around.
Coming this summer.
Coming in the summer season.
Rated NC-17 for extreme violence and sex, explicit sexual intercourse. Starring Kirstie Alley,
John C. Reilly,
the Rugrats,
and Dolph Lundgren.
It's the credits, motherfuckers.
This is it.
You know what? Don't, once again, if you're at home watching this, don't be like, oh, it's the credits. Fucking
Just wait.
read
the
names.
names. Study the names.
Admire the work.
You like the movie? This is who did.
This is who did all the work.
Yeah.
The pounding of the pavement.
Yeah.
If you didn't like the movie, guess what? These people still fucking worked hard.
Yeah.
So pay attention.
Could be in a fucking asshole.
Because you might be in an elevator with one of these people.
Yeah.
And what a fun icebreaker to go, you know.
Simone, our makeup lady's in an elevator with you.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you're Simone.
You're Simone.
Hi, good to see you.
I think you did the makeup on Step Brothers.
Because I read the credits, every single one of them, on stop motion.
Because the weird guys on the commentary told me to do it. So now I can talk to you.
I memorized them. I had my children quiz me.
And she'll go, oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. Yes, I had a good time.
You know, you get stuck in an elevator with somebody. What's your name? My name's Gary Lawrence. Gary Lawrence, who did additional craft service on Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you
Think
took
about that.
the fucking time to care. Think about your job. What if no one ever said to you for the rest of your life, good job? And you just went and, like, you know, did whatever you did, like a dermatologist in a strip mall.
Sure.
And no one ever said, hey, thank you. That's how these people feel when you ignore the credits.
She didn't care for my touch. and the little children.
We hope you've enjoyed the movie.
I like the raconteurs.
We hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Things got a little sketchy. Things got a little hairy. They even got downright scary. But
it's just a movie. Oh, what were you gonna do for an hour and a half anyway? What were you gonna do? Sit around and look at the internet? You could have wasted that much time just fucking around the house anyway.
chances are you're unemployed, or at least in college. I highly doubt there's any professionals watching this right now. If you are a heart surgeon and you've watched this commentary, then you are a bad heart surgeon, and I will never go to you.
Seriously, think about reading medical journals instead of this. You could always be learning new things about heart surgery that you didn't know in school.
This is the commentary!
Done.
Done. We did it.
We accomplished that.
We totally